You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken Tech for your ears.
Welcome, everyone, to Web3 Wednesdays, part of the Vocal Technologist lineup. I'm excited to walk you through some really key developments in crypto today. We're kind of looking at two big things, really. First, how the whole digital economy is building these digital fortresses, and second, how it's weaving itself more and more into just, well, everyday finance. It's moving fast.
It really is. And it's not just about price speculation anymore, is it? It's fundamental changes in the tech itself, how we secure things, how we use digital assets, even how we spend them. It's becoming foundational.
Okay, so let's start with that fortress building idea. Maybe surprisingly, a whole country is making moves here, El Salvador. They've actually split their entire Bitcoin reserve. What is it, like 6,200 BTC?
Yeah, 6,274 Bitcoin, about $678 million worth.
Right, split across 14 different wallets. And the idea is this is a defense against, like, potential future quantum computing threats. Seems very forward-thinking.
It's definitely a smart preventative step. You see, public keys only really get exposed when you actually spend the Bitcoin. So spreading it out like this massively reduces the attack surface if, theoretically, quantum computers could break current encryption someday.
Okay, so it minimizes the damage if one key gets compromised.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's more than just security. It's a statement, really. A nation actively defending its digital treasury for the long haul. Sort of digital sovereignty in practice.
Interesting. And it's not just nations thinking this way. Look at Strategy. The amount of Bitcoin they hold is just staggering.
Oh, yeah. 632,457 BTC. It's huge.
Get this, that's more than the top 6 countries hold combined. They hold about, what, 527,000?
That's right. Strategy's holdings eclipse that.
But here's the kind of odd part. They raised $5.6 billion this year, mainly for buying Bitcoin, right? Yet their stock, MSTR, it's actually underperformed Bitcoin itself this year. Like 13% gain versus Bitcoin's 18%. What's going on there?
Well, it's complex. I mean, Strategy went all in, positioning themselves as a major Bitcoin proxy. But the market might be saying, look, we'd rather have direct Bitcoin exposure, maybe through an ETF, without the company overhead or other market factors tied to the stock.
Okay. So the direct asset is maybe seen as cleaner exposure than the company holding the asset?
Possibly, yeah. Investors might just prefer the pure play.
Makes sense. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. From these big players to the foundations, specifically Ethereum, there's some cool innovation happening there, like BETH.
Ah, yes, BETH, burned ETH.
So it's a token that represents Ether that's been, like, verifiably destroyed, taken out of circulation forever, and you can prove it on-chain, formalizing scarcity. What does that unlock for DeFi?
It's pretty significant, actually. Think about new kinds of collateral that are inherently deflationary by design, or maybe governance systems where your influence is tied to that provable scarcity. It just opens up a whole new design space for token economics on Ethereum.
Right. Building on that scarcity model. And speaking of Ethereum's foundations, they're also trying to fix the layer 2 mess, aren't they? All these different L2s that don't talk to each other easily.
Exactly, the fragmentation problem. It's like having all these separate islands, and moving between them is a pain.
Yeah, totally. Like needing different bus passes for different parts of the same city.
Precisely. So the Ethereum Foundation has a roadmap. It includes things like an open intents framework, basically helping different apps understand what users want to do across chains. And crucially, this Ethereum Interoperability Layer, the EIL, think of it as like a universal bridge system.
Okay.
The goal is to make moving assets or doing things across different L2s feel totally seamless. Get rid of those separate bus passes.
Yeah.
And also speed up confirmations back on the main layer, layer 1, aiming for maybe 15 to 30 seconds.
Wow, okay. That would be a huge improvement for usability. So that's the infrastructure getting better, but what about using this stuff in the real world, like day to day?
Yeah, that's where it gets really interesting for most people.
Crypto cards seem to be evolving past just being, basic prepaid cards. I saw EtherFi Cash lets you spend from your yield-generating vaults. Like, earn 12% on USDC and get cash back.
That's a game changer. You're not just spending static funds. You're spending from productive assets.
And then there's Cypher letting you spend like 500 different tokens across 18 chains. That sounds wild, like a universal translator for your crypto into dollars at the checkout.
Exactly. These tools are really starting to blur the lines between your traditional bank account and your DeFi portfolio. It makes crypto far more liquid and useful.
Okay, and looking even further ahead, what's emerging?
Well, one area that's really heating up is decentralized AI, or DAI.
DAI, okay.
These aren't just ideas. DAI protocols are actually generating revenue already through things like providing computing power, data services, AI agent services. They found product market fit. And get this, their revenue is growing like 5 times faster than traditional software as a service companies.
Wow, 5 times.
Yeah. But interestingly, AI-related tokens, they only make up about 1.9% of the total altcoin market cap right now, which seems, well, it suggests they might be significantly undervalued given their actual performance.
Definitely something to watch. So, wrapping this all up for you listening, we've gone from national security plays with Bitcoin wallets to corporate treasury strategies, new Ethereum mechanics like BETH.
To solving L2 fragmentation, and then right down to practical things like spending yield-earning crypto with a card and this whole emerging DAI sector.
Right. It's a lot, and it's moving quickly. Just look at stablecoins on Ethereum. Their total supply hit $160 billion. That's more than double just since the start of 2024. That signals real growth and adoption, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. And I think it points to a shift in this whole market cycle. It feels less like the kind of on-chain gambling we saw in the past. Now it seems much more driven by things like ETFs, bringing in mainstream money, using crypto rails for global settlement of dollars or tokenized real-world assets, and just the core value prop of Bitcoin and Ethereum as, digital stores of value. It's becoming real financial infrastructure.
So the foundations are getting stronger and the real-world uses are expanding.
Exactly. So the question maybe to leave you with is, where do you think this new infrastructure, this evolving digital economy, is going to make the biggest difference in your world next?
A great question to ponder. Thanks for joining us for this Web3 Wednesday dive. Keep exploring, keep learning. The digital future is definitely being built as we speak.
Spoken Tech, for your ears.